Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 12, Episode 9 of Eldritch Horror, and we are playing up against Abhoth, the source of uncleanliness. We're getting closer to resolving this encounter. So we've got one Eldritch token on the spawn of uncleanliness, our third active mystery. So this could wrap it up. So let us jump right into turn 9. Quick shout out as usual to the Cato Journals, August Moldenhauer's trilogy, Lovecraftian must for your bookshelf. You can help support us down with a click on the bookstore, on our Patreon, and always by liking and subscribing, sharing the video to help us grow the channel and get some more people in there. Love your comments below. So let's jump right into turn 9. We'll start out with Mandy Thompson, our researcher, and she will go ahead to. I also gave I gave Rex Murphy his spell off camera. So let's have her just go right up to the heart of it. Let's have her first get a rest action, and then she will go up to Heart of Africa for that cultist encounter, and can gain another Eldritch token through there. We will go to Min T Fan. Let's send her up against a cultist as well, and she will also heal. She'll perform a rest action as well, and go up to the Amazon, and then finally we'll have Rex Murphy once again healing, and off to Rillier to close out the active rumor. He's going to have a huge encounter down there, so let's jump right into it. Our action phase is done. Let's jump into our encounters phase. So first we have Mandy Thompson, the researcher, our lead investigator, up against the cultist. She will get to read a Spawn of Abhoth special encounter. Spawn of Abhoth, the putrid smell of rotting flesh overpowers your nostrils as you approach the vile amoeba-like monstrosity. Your stomach rolls and the vertigo threatens to overwhelm you as you near the rippling beast. So let's have Mandy form her check. She passes, and it says, holding your breath, you engage the creature, resolving to ignore the horrid stench. One more test. If you pass, the monster loses 3 health. So she's passed the Spawn of Abhoth special encounter. Cultist is removed. She spends a clue and can gain an Eldritch token on the Spawn of Uncleanliness. Over to Min T Fan, the secretary. She will also encounter her cultist in a research encounter card. Spawn of Abhoth. The writhing gray mass turns to face you, hundreds of tiny eyes blinking in you at fury. You consider your situation and prepare to go on the offensive. Resolve the pass effect to attack the beast, or resolve the fail effect to attempt a banishing ritual. Let's have her banish the creature. As your incantation reaches its apex, you realize the creature has begun to invoke a power of its own. If you pass, the monster loses 3 health. Wow! And if you fail, the will of Abhoth. You can hear the will of Abhoth in your mind. That would have been horrible. But she passes, and cultist is removed, and Minty Fan also can spend a token to gain an Eldritch token and put it on this active mystery, which will close it out by the end of the Mythos phase. So we still have to get through this Mythos phase. But before then, the reporter, Rex Murphy's first encounter with the Shoggoth. So we'll have him encounter the Shoggoth first. The Shoggoth has gotten 4 power. So let's go ahead and have Rex Murphy gets +1 and +1 to this. Plus he's got the For his attack, he gets his... He can re-roll all his dice once per round. He can do a binding spell. He can reduce the monster's damage to 1 during that encounter. So he reduces this Shoggoth's power to 1, and then he will use his Enchanted Blade to gain +3 and +1. So he has +1 to his will, which he passes, and then +3 to his strength. And he only needs to get 1 hit out of this, which he gets 2 hits. So the Shoggoth is defeated. Now I believe first he needs to close this Atlantis gate. So let's just say, as an encounter, an investigator on Space 3 may search the corpse city of... Oh, why did I put this on here? This was it. Okay, well, let's just say it was real. Yeah, it's fine. So, as an encounter, the investigator in your space may search the corpse city of Rilia. So first off, he has to do an encounter in the gate. Plateau of Leng. So something on the bottom attracts your attention. Before you can identify it, a blinding snowstorm picks up. You are no longer sure of the direction you're going. Resolve the pass effect to press forward, or resolve the fail effect to turn back. So he'll go ahead and do the push forward. Pushing through the storms, you see the mountain ahead of you and Leng disappearing behind you. So he's through the gate portal. He sees the mountains of the plateau of Leng. And he sees them disappearing behind you as you attempt to climb the steep slope. And he can perform a reroll once per turn. If you pass, you reach the top and realize you've climbed Mount Everest. Close this gate and improve your vision. Whether or not you pass or not, you move to the Himalayas. So he's got to move to the Himalayas from closing the gate, which means the ritual does not get closed. Whoa. So that's a tough luck for him. He moved to the Himalayas. But he can encounter this last thing. The active rumor is still active. Just call it out like that, okay? So the active rumor on Rilia is not closed, but he can do an investigation of it, right? I mean, could he have done that too? Well, that's okay. I think if we can make it through the Mythos phase, it may not matter. So let's jump into the Mythos phase. And we have overabundance. So first of all, we've got to advance the gate, the Omen. We have no gates open with that. And then we will then go to our Reckoning phase. If we start out with our cultists, we can put some more cultists. I think we recently had a cultist die, so that cultist can be placed on a space somewhere as that Reckoning. So we can put a cultist here again. There are more than 6 cultists, so Doom advances per the Reckoning. And then we can go through, again, our monster Reckonings. We've got the Zombie Horde again. We roll a die. Doom does not advance. We've got the Shan. We discard a clue, a nearby clue. The Shan discards. And we've got the Dark Young. Roll a die. On a 1 or 2, Doom advances down to 1. So Doom has advanced all the way down to 1. And we have a Night Gaunt here. Night Gaunt. If there's an investigator in the space, move him in this monster 1 space. Move them 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. So I guess 1, 2. And then the Migo. Discard the nearest clue and move this monster to that space. So we'll discard this clue and we move the Migo there as he flies around. And that's going to be the... Oh, yeah, let's check our Reckonings. We've got a Reckoning of Enchanted Weapon. No effect. We have a Hilgard Castaigne. lose 1 sanity from his erratic behavior. Other than that, she's okay. We'll go to Rex Murphy's. He gains a clue and improves a skill. So let's have him improve his will. And he will gain a clue, an additional clue here. That's a positive reckoning for him. He does have his meditation reckoning. He can flip this card. He discards a madness condition, which he does not have. So that's good. And that's going to do it. Then we're going to spawn 1 more gate. Buenos Aires. We can place the monster on it. We get oh, there was a cultist here spawning. Okay. You insist that you cannot leave. You left your things at your hotel, but the priest tells you there was no time. You have to go now and never look back. Overabundance. Each investigator discards all but 1 of the items he possesses. Okay, so items. I guess she will keep her blessed blade, and she will keep her Tika Halo, and he will just keep his sword as well. He's a number of items, I believe. No, he has trinkets, not items. So he will remove his tomes and keep his magical enchanted blade, and he will remove both of his ancient tome. And so all the ancient scripts are sort of disappearing from this, and then he does the same for trinkets. Oh my gosh, he got to remove his trinkets too. So he'll remove his ancient manuscript. Maybe he'll keep the talisman. He can keep his arcane insight spell. He will remove his allies, the binding spell gone, sanctuary. Okay, so that's 3 discards for him. And Minty Fan, she only has 1. She has 2 allies. She's going to get rid of Hildred Castaigne because he seems like a pain. Okay, so we've discarded the spells and the items and the tasks. And that's the overabundance. So that's going to... So basically, it's like as the event closes, we solve the 3rd mystery, and the game is solved. So let's read our investigators win, and we will sort of shuffle these up. It's just a normal victory. Abhoth was never spawned. Just the spawn of Abhoth came up. And let's read from this. It says, Zombie. The trails lead you to a fishing village on the east coast of Canada. This is where you find the secret lair of a strange sect preparing for the arrival of Abhoth. Oh, so this is like the cultists all come from here, right? The twisted shapes of the monsters you discovered. The handiwork of these cultists. How they managed to summon them is a mystery to you. But now you are sure you know they are to blame for this. Oddly enough, the sectarians do not try to resist capture. It turns out that each of them has undergone some form of zombification and nearly fulfills someone else's ominous orders. Out of the ancient African spells disenchants them, these people come to their senses, but they look confused and do not remember anything at all. Now the act has been eliminated, and you have stopped the invasion of the children of Abhoth. Wow, that's a great ending. Okay, so that's going to do it. To sum up, there was basically a cultists were sort of zombified by the Abhoth's source of uncleanliness to bring the cult activities to bring Abhoth to rise. But by breaking the spell of this, their zombification wears off, and they just seem confused, like what happened? Where was I? And all is saved. So we've closed them active mysteries. Bravo to Mandy Thompson, the researcher, Minty Fan, the secretary, and Rex Murphy. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next game. Episode 13 should be another fun one. Thank you guys for watching. Comments below, and we'll talk to you in the next game. Bye-bye.